Good morning, students. I am going to handle software engineering. First of all, I introduce myself. Vignesh, Associate Professor, Department of CSE, Hindustan Institute of Technology, Coimbatore. The objective of this course to understand the various phases in software development project, to learn project management, to understand the concepts of requirement analysis and modeling, to understand software design methodologies, to learn various testing methodologies, to be familiar with issues related to software maintenance. The unit 1 focus on software process. In this unit, we are going to discuss about introduction to software engineering and the scope, software crisis, principle of software engineering, software process, life cycle model, traditional and different agile model and their differences, team organization. The unit 2 focus on planning and estimation. In this unit, we are going to discuss about planning the software process, cost estimation techniques such as lines of code, for function point based estimation, COCOMO model 1 and 2, duration estimation and the tracking, Gantt chart, software project management plan, risk analysis and management. The unit 3 focus on requirement analysis and its specification. In this unit, we are going to know about what are the various software requirements through functional and non-functional requirement, and how we are going to develop a document via software requirement specification document. This is a structured system analysis modeling, UML diagrams and data flow diagrams, requirement engineering process. The unit 4 discuss about software design and implementation. In this particular unit, we are going to design the particular process, software design principles and its guidelines, design techniques such as coupling and cohesion, and their metrics and their tools, implementation process, choice of programming languages, programming practice, coding standards, code walkthrough and inspections. The unit 5 discuss about testing and maintenance. In this unit, we are going to focus on software testing fundamentals, various testing techniques such as white box testing, black box testing, glass box testing, unit testing, integration testing, system testing, acceptance testing, the debugging process, post delivery maintenance, reverse engineering. So finally, we are come to conclude about what after at the end of this course, what we are going to learn. We are going to learn about understand different software lifecycle models, perform software requirement analysis, apply systematic methodologies for software design and deployment, understand various testing approaches, maintenance and related issues, plan project schedule, estimate project cost and effective requirement. What is software? So let's want to define about the software. Software is nothing but a set of instructions, data structures, and their documentation. So yes, in a simple, a software is nothing but a set of programs we call as a software. So here, a software is developed or engineered. It is not manufactured. Software does not mean wear out. Although the industry is moving towards the component-based construction, the software continues is a custom built. What are various applications of software? Software applications are system software, application software, engineering and scientific software, embedded software, product line software, web apps, and AI software. So, software new categories. So, here in this particular concept, we are going to know about what are the various new technologies have been released during in the software field. Open world computing via pervasive and distributed computing, ubiquitous computing through wireless networks, net sourcing via computing engine, open source software, and also we can come to know about data mining, grid computing, cognitive machines, and software for nanotechnologies. What's the term of legacy software? So software must be adapted to meet the needs of new computing environment. Software must be enhanced to implement new business requirements. Software must be extended to make it interoperable with other more modern systems or databases, software must be re-architected to make it viable within network environment. So, what is the term of software engineering? Now we are coming into the subject. Software engineering is an application of systematic, disciplined, quantifiable approach to development, operation, and maintenance of software. So this is the particular definition of software engineering according to IEEE standard. So here, in this particular part, what is the term of systematic? Systematic is a step-by-step process. That the term we call a systematic process. Discipline. Any one of the topic that we are going to focus. Let's take an example. When I want to develop a software for hospital management system, we want to focus all the requirements and the design models based upon the hospital management system. That we call it discipline. Quantifiable approach. It should be a quantifiable, it should not be a qualifiable process. So it should be a limited number of things that we, what are the things that are required by the client. We want to take that much requirement in the particular project development. That we call a quantifiable approach. So all those things is an application which contains a systematic, discipline, quantifiable approach to the development, operation and maintenance. So the development, the person who are going to develop the particular project, the person who are going to operate the particular software, the person who is going to, after completing of 1 year, after going to maintain the particular software. So those things, those three important fields we are in the development engineering process. So this is the process of software engineering. Yes, software engineering is an application where systematic, discipline, quantifiable approach to the development, operation and maintenance of software. A layer of technology. In this particular part, how the software is being layered according to the software development. First, we are going to talk about we are focusing on quality. Then we are going to focusing on process model. Then we are going to know about the methods. Then we are going to know about how we are going to implement the methods in the appropriate tool. It's a layer technology. So a process framework. So the layer technology have been classified into two different categories according to the form of process framework. One is the framework activity, another one is called as umbrella activities. The framework activity focus on work task, work product, milestone and deliverables, quality assurance checkpoints. Here the work task about work task discuss on the task which you are going to take place in the work environment, that we call a work task. Work product. After completing the entire task, the particular task will be converted in form of work product. The milestone. The what is the desired task? What we have been achieved, that we call a milestone, and this deliverables. The quality assurance checkpoint. After completing the entire task, the quality we are going to check the quality of the particular product, whether the particular product meet the requirement of the client. That we call a quality assurance checkpoint. So these are the various framework activities that we are going to discuss in the software engineering process. So here communication, planning, modeling, construction and deployment. The communication. So communication is what the client needs, that we call a communication. Planning. The planning before entering into the software development, we want to plan accordingly how to develop the particular software. What are the resources are required? What are the various requirements are needed for the development. That's why we want to plan accordingly. So the planning takes place based on the cost estimation, scheduling, and the behavior of the particular project. Modeling, analyzing of the requirement and designing stage. Construction, code generation and testing phase. And finally, we are deploying the particular project. So the umbrella activities of the particular project of the particular software development are software project management, formal technical review, software quality assurance, software configuration management, work product preparation and production, reusability management, measurement, risk management. Here the software project management perform the management activity of the entire software project team and their software project. A formal technical review discuss about each and every phases of software development life cycle. We have been taking part of the review process between between the client and the development team to meet out the to satisfy the need of the particular customer. Quality assurance. The particular product is assured each and every basis of software development. The software configuration management were discussed about after completing the entire project, the software meets the client configuration. That we call it the software configuration management. Work product preparation and production, reusability management, measurement, risk management, discuss about analysis and management of risk. So adapting a process model, the overflow of the activities, actions and tasks and the interdependencies among them, the degree to which actions and tasks are defined within each framework activity, the degree to which work products are identified and required, the manner in which quality assurance activities are applied, the manner in which project tracking and control activities are applied, the overall degree of detail and rigor which will process is described, the degree to which a customer and other stakeholders are involved in with the project, the level of autonomy given to the software team, the degree to which team organization and roles are prescribed. The essence of practice based on Coyola suggests understand the problem, plan a solution, carry out the plan, examine the result for accuracy. This is a four-step process in the software development. We want to mainly focus on software development. First of all, we want to understand the problem. The communication between the client and the developer, we should be 100% satisfied. So the particular developer wants to understand the problem of the client clearly and stability. Sorry, clearly and clearly. The plan the solution. So we want to plan the step-by-step process accordingly, and we want to discuss with the particular client in each and every review phases. The carry out the particular plan. The plan is carried out in the during the code generation phase. Examine the result for accuracy. The plan, the particular project is tested and it will be certified by a quality assurance team. So understand the problem. Who has a stake in the solution to the problem? That is, who are the stakeholders? The stakeholders and remember the person who has been participating in the development of the software project that we call as stakeholders. So in this particular software project development, in this software development, the customer is one of the stakeholders, the manager is one of the stakeholders, the developer team is another stakeholder, the requirement team is another stakeholder, analysis team, design team, those are all called as stakeholders. What are the unknowns? What data, what functions, what features are required to the properly to solve the particular problem? Those data, those set of information are called as unknowns. Can the problem be compartmentalized? Yes, it is possible to represent a smaller problem that may be very easier to understand. Instead of creating a problem to be identified, instead of solving the problem in a lengthier process, we can able to compartmentalize the particular problem in a subtask, and each and every task will be designed and solved in a easier to understand in an understandable manner. Can the problem be represented graphically? Yes, it's, of course. We should be representing a particular problem in a graphical manner. Let us give an example for a particular part. I am creating a submit button. So instead of creating a submit button, I am keeping I am keeping a particular button in the form of plus symbol. That means the record should be added into the database. If I want to remove the data from the database, I want to keep a dustbin button. If I want to save the data into the database, I can able to give a save icon. Likewise, the particular problem, the particular icon should be in a graphical manner where the client can easily understand. These are the various concept that we represent in the form of graphical thing. Plan the solution. Have you seen a similar problem before? So we want to analyze whether the particular problem is solved in the existing module. So are the patterns that are recognized in a potential solution? Is there is any existing software that implement the data, function and the features that are required? Has a similar problem be solved? Yes, if so, all elements or the solutions are reusable. If the particular problem is an existing problem has been presented, we can able to reuse the particular concept for the new technology, for the new problem project development, because we can able to save time. Can sub-problems be defined? If so, our solutions are readily apparent for the sub-problem. Can you represent a solution in a manner that leads to effective implementation? Can a design model be created? Carry out the plan. Does the solution conform to the plan? Is source code traceable to the design model? Is each component part of the solution provably correct? Has the design code been reviewed? Or better, have correctness proof been applied to algorithm? Examine the result. It is possible to test each component part of the solution. Has a reasonable testing strategy been implemented? Does the solution produce results that conform to the test data, functions, and features that are required? Has this software been violated against all stakeholder requirements? So the Hooker's general principle coming in this from the particular part, the reason it all exists. Keep it simple, stupid. The witness should be in a simple manner. Maintain the vision of the particular software project. What you produce, others will consume. Be open to the future. Plan ahead for reuse. Think and do the particular work. Thank you.